Alright, so I've got an overview of one of the pull stations that the recent pull station that I unboxed. Well, not really recent anymore. Is this pull station here? This is my Notifier or Johnson Controls BGX-101L pull station. As you can see, it's your standard BG-10 pull station. And also, there's the back of it. This used to be addressable, but it was converted to conventional just for my system's sake. I had to convert it to conventional because I don't have a notifier panel that'll support this, or I don't have a notifier panel to buy this. It is obviously a rebranded notifier pull station. It does bear the notifier pull. It's a notifier model of it. So simple dual action pull station. You just simply push in, or you would do it like this, but I'm going to do it for this, and then you would pull it down. There you go. So it's, you can see there's a little arrow that appears. If that arrow's down, that means it's pulled and it's activated. The alarm would be sounding. To reset it, it uses a notifier key, so you would need a notifier 17021 key. And you just put it in the system, and then it closes. So right here is the model number right there, and it also has some other markings in there. I'm not sure when this pull station was made. Yeah, that's what it looks like down there. I'm not sure where the date code on this thing is. That I assume. Let me close it. I assume that's the address that this thing was sent to, because this was installed in the building and it got removed, so this was a used device. This is obviously the successor to the BG6 and the predecessor to the BG-12. So I'll go and pull out my BG-12. In size comparison, they're exactly the same, just that the BG-10 has slightly boxier look to it. Like the edges are more boxier, and this one's more rounded. Okay, they're not in the shot right there, but yeah, they look quite similar. This obviously is such a much heavier feeling because the back of it's made of metal. This is just all plastic, besides the key lock. They both say push in. However, this is push in, then pull down. As you can see, activate it like that. Also, this one here is compliant with people who are blind, because it has Braille writing on this, while this one does not have any Braille. So let's go ahead and reset this one here. Put this right aside. And I'll compare both of them. And I just moved the camera right there. Just open this other one here. They both opened really differently. As you can see, this one goes downwards. This one just opens like a door. This one you can see has a button, and this one has a switch right there. So again, let's go back and focus on to the BG-10. So let me go and put away the BG-12. Just a simple comparison. Anyways, personally, this is my favorite pull station, the BG-10. Just kind of like the design of the I like the design of the BG-10. It's a nice, like, classic kind of look. It just looks really nice. I mean, I wish Honeywell continued making these pull stations. However, they discontinued them like over 8 years ago. I think around 2010 is when they discontinued them. It's from where I read somewhere or something. A lot of these pull stations got recalled because of some weird because there's supposed to be a little like brackety thing right there, a little plastic thing right there. This one's gone. As you can see, it's not on this pull station right here. This one got it. I actually removed it on there because it was becoming it was very brittle, so it broke. So that's probably why this pull got removed from the building or replaced. But yeah, it's a nice looking pull station. Personally, I hate that they got rid of these pull stations, but yeah. So obviously, I mean, this thing is it's very possible that this pull station could have been still made if they just changed a couple of things. If they just one problem with the BG-10s is the hex reset version, where if you over tighten it, I mean, you can't tell if you've tightened it correctly. A lot of people like to over tighten it, and it causes the plastic to crack on this. Obviously, it's pretty solid, but when you hex it, like in that part, it's probably thin. Like the hole, like the little part where it stops the screw is probably thin, and it could break or, bend it. So if they just discontinued it and they just, kept making the key reset model, and they just discontinued the hex reset model, and then just another thing that they could have done was also replaced the switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop fidgeting with it. So they should just replace. They could have used a different type of switch, like the switch on the Simplex 2099. I'm gonna go pull out my Simplex pull. Actually, it's not. Actually, it's mounted already, but actually it's already on the system. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn the system off. Right, but I'll show you. If they just, the system's off right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and, it's the right key. If they just use like the switch on this one here, if they just used the switch, but raised it so that it could fit on there, it's possible that the pole could have been still made today, but I mean, the BG-12 obviously is better than the BG-10. Well, well, there's ways that the BG-12 is better than the BG-10. One is it's more ADA compliant. Like blind people can pull the fire alarm; they'll be able to identify if it's a pull station. This doesn't have any braille. Obviously, this isn't a comparison video. This is a review of the BG-10. So next up is something I'm going to start to do with when I do pull station reviews. Is recommendations. Do I recommend this as a first pull station or a buying pull station? The answer is yes. One reason why I do recommend this pull station is it's a nice design. It's a nice classic design. It's pretty simple to pull and just reset. It just looks like visually it looks good. I would prefer the key lock version, not the screw reset version. But yeah, it's good. And you can find these on eBay for a pretty good price. You might find them for like $20. I found this for really cheap. I found this for about, the price was $7. However, I had to pay $6.50 for shipping, so I was gonna get a good deal, but however, I actually had to pay shipping, which personally sucked, but that's fine because I ended up getting a good deal out of this pull station. So it's a nice pull station. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Bye, everybody.